Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So I like to thank everybody for taking the time out to join me tonight. Thursday Night Live, RBL, Real Bread Life everywhere. You catch us on Instagram is Real Bread Life. YouTube is Real Bread Life. Facebook is Real Bread Life with two E's. TikTok is Breadville. So we appreciate all the engagement, all the liking, the subscribing, and the sharing. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to talk to a few different people, wait for my people to join in and jump in the room. Couple different things. Got some route information as well as different things happening as far as the weather. And, we'll just get into it. So just give me 1 second because I got here we go. Take this off of here. And while I wait for the people to jump in and join me, I wanted to thank everybody for the comments on the last video that I did put up. I'd like to thank my man Ricky for giving me that breakdown on the settlement. It was very enlightening, and quite a few people liked it and enjoyed it. So again, thanks so much. Gabe, all is well, man. Thank you so much for asking. Appreciate you taking the time out of your night to join me. And Juan, if you're watching or listening, I did not forget about you. We are still on for Saturday. I will be checking in with you. Again, I'm just getting back and getting situated, but we are still on. Everything is good. It's going. It's going. It slowed up a little bit after the storms and the little bit of snowfall, but everything is actually all right. It's going pretty good. It's going as usual. It's business as usual. So thank you for asking. Let me get this banner off of here. Okay, hold on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Damn.
You. So we got my man Kev up top. What's going on, Kev?
What up? What up?
What up? We got Clinton on the bottom. What's up, Clinton?
How you guys doing?
What up, Clint?
All right, and
What's
we
up,
got Ricky.
Ricky. Sounds like somebody's at Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
I know.
It's not only is it a party over here, it's a party over there.
Can you hear? Is it bad?
No, we can hear it though. But it's okay because I got control of that right here. I could just
Okay.
You can still hear us, right? That's all. So we good. When it's time, when you ready, let me know. I'll unmute you and you can kick it. All right. So real quick, like I was just doing a little quick introduction. Thanking people for watching. Ricky, I was talking about the video that you had did for me. Again, thank you so much with the breakdown of the settlement. That was kind of like really a big deal for some people. And again, the reason I asked you to do it is because when people comment and give me those type of questions and say, hey, could you do a breakdown of the settlement? And I have someone that could do it. I like to do it. The same way when they asked the other questions, someone had a detailed breakdown about the route and Brandon did it as well. So that's what I like to do. And I feel blessed to have the opportunity to have you guys at my disposal and to share with the world and give them this type of information. So I was just thanking the people for getting into that video. It's got a couple 100 views or so. And again, it's early and it's light and it's not even about that. It's about the person that needed the information got it. And that's what's important for me. So I was talking a little bit about the snow and how things slowed up a little bit. And we were discussing a lot of things. Well, a few things we were discussing offline, me, you, and Kev, about um, overall business operation and dealing with the company and things of that nature. Nothing bad, but just discussion. But I wanted to get because the last time we were talking to Clinton, he was giving us the information. Like I was telling you about the routes and how they were combined down there, as far as how he was doing different um, doing our products as well. Hold on one second. I got a comment up here. So I'll let you guys read that. Any of your states mandating electric
No.
vehicles. That's never fails. Every week is something new, right?
Yeah, no. No, not our state.
Yo, that's
Not our state.
crazy.
Can't afford that.
Sure.
No, but and here's what I'm gonna tell you. I just came from the West Coast, and that's a normal thing out there. Cars, vans, like delivery, like yeah, it's a normal thing with no drivers. And I know we've all heard it and you see videos of it, but to see it every day consistently, and I'm not talking one or two cars, I'm talking the traffic was unmanned vehicles. It's real. It's a
Where
real
were you?
thing and it's really happening.
Where were you?
Once they figure that thing out where that vehicle could just pull up to the dock and they could just have the people in the store unload it, we're gonna be in for some real changes, you know. What's your thoughts on that, real quick? I'll go around the room. I'll start with you, Kev. What you think about that?
Bring it.
I shouldn't ask you. You just simple. You're like whatever.
It's a vacation.
Retirement.
Retirement. Look. What's that say, Clinton?
I saw he had cherry leaves. So I said, let me put tasty cake right here.
Oh, okay. We battling?
Mute him.
You're repping your aisle.
I see he popped up with the cherry leaves. So I said, let me go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
That just means he's always ready for war.
Yeah.
The good old.
Clint, what do you think? What do you think about that? The electric vehicles.
Well, I mean, like, what are we gonna do? Like, I'm in it for the long haul. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if it happens, it happens. Hopefully, hopefully it's not too expensive. Hopefully they can get everything to the point to where I've heard 30-minute charging times. I don't have time for that. 30-minute, an hour charging time each. I've heard so many horror stories with electric vehicles right now. So
Right.
hopefully they get all that stuff down because time is not a friend of ours, especially if you pulling banker hours like me. So
Oh yeah, I forgot you
yeah,
one of those guys. Yeah,
yeah, man.
my brother's gonna come on in a little while, and he that's what I was telling you. The sales center he come out of, the depot, they come in late like that as
Yeah.
well. What do you think, Ricky? My thing is, I know what you're saying about the charging times. I've had rented the vehicles before, and that would for me be the downside of it. I don't want to wait 45 minutes in between a trip if I'm driving to Virginia to recharge. So go ahead, Ricky. What do you think about the electric vehicles, unmanned
Well,
vehicles?
I mean, it's not something that's going to go away. They're really working out the kinks, and it's eventually going to be something that's normal. I think the biggest challenge is our power grid is not built to support all that electricity. So they'd have to redo the whole power, how we get our power, and it just takes too much power. And our grids are so outdated that to keep pushing from the grid, something's going to give. But again, you're not going to stop AI. You're not going to stop people trying to find a way to
Automate things.
automate things. If they see a chance to make money, well, that's what they're going to go for. Me personally, I'm like everybody else. At this point, I ain't about to wait. If I want to take a trip, a 9-hour trip, I'm not about to wait, you know, 40 minutes for the thing to charge up. Then I'm sure they probably have, connectors that can recharge as you're driving, and they're gonna have all kinds of adapters, like a cell phone. When you first had your cell phone, right? It was just like a friggin' Zach Morris phone where you put it to your ear like this big hunky thing. All of a sudden, it got smaller, and then you got face plates, and then people made money on just making accessories for phones, and I think that's what's going to happen with electric cars. Are people going to come up with things to make accessories to solve those issues?
Yeah, no, you're right, and I think it's not just we're not going with the cars. I'm just talking about the automation. Somebody's phone is or something is loud. That's why I'm echoing. The automation is. Hold on, let me see if I might have to. Let me see. Hold on a second. I think the automation is. I think what the question was or the statement was for automation as it pertains to the delivering of the bread. And I just think that you're not going to stop the process of them trying to uh, eliminate the human element more and more. And I always say the human element is always going to be necessary in so many areas. I mean, I just think that's just me because it's always going to be a need for repair, maintenance, and what's that like servicing of the automation, if I'm making any sense.
Too, right? You could do that with cars and stuff like that, but when you start looking at commercial vehicles, there's so many restrictions. And we all have commercial vehicles, and we all know, you know, what it takes to abide by all the rules and regulations to a commercial vehicle. So I think that's quite a ways out. But again, there's always going to be, you just because you get it from point A to point B, you still need someone to merchandise, you still need someone to order, you still need somebody, you're going to still need somebody. So I don't fear as far as like, our jobs, it'll just change. That's all. And, you just change
Right.
with it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I get
They'll
it.
have tally order for us.
Hold on a second.
So,
Yeah.
All right. Hold on a second. All right. Hey. All right. So hold on one second. I'm going to remove one of you guys so I can see because I don't know if it's not letting my brother join in real quick.
Pick me.
I know you were going. Listen, Kev, jump out real quick and then jump if you see the spot still open, jump back in. Pick me. Hold on, Clint. I don't gotta unmute.
Yeah, I muted myself.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was looking at it.
Yeah,
I thought
myself.
I did that.
No,
Okay.
I muted myself. When I thought about speaking, I said, let me shut up if I wasn't speaking.
No. You good. You good. And I think it was Ricky's mic, but we had that issue when it was just me and him about an hour ago. I think he turned it down, so I'm not getting the feedback now because I was hearing myself. You can hear me now clear, right, Rick?
yep.
All right, we're good. So yeah, I don't know why it's not letting him join in. All right, we'll figure it out. But I know I got the capabilities to have more than 4 people, so I don't know why it's not letting him jump in.
Chat with everyone.
All right, no big deal. So, Gabe, thanks again for that information and for the question and the statement. We appreciate your engagement. So, go ahead, Clint.
Yeah, no, I was just trying. You said the other guy. Is that your brother?
Yeah, my brother was. He's gonna come on. He's selling his route. He just wanted to come on and just talk about it. Yeah.
How long has he been in the business?
It's been about 6-7 years now.
Oh wow. What's his reasoning?
He just moving in a different direction. Like, just
Okay.
he did it long enough, I guess, the back and forth and the ins and outs of it. And yeah. But
And you were just on vacation, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just I always take some personal time for myself around this time.
When was the last vacation you took since then?
Every other month.
Yo, stay on my business, Kevin. Before that, what did I do? I think I was last summer I went
Okay.
Yeah, where we at? We're going into spring, so
yeah, my last vacation was 2022.
Oh yeah, nah, you won't take enough vacation. You need more U time.
So I'm sending the wife and the kid for 2 weeks to Italy, and I'm gonna stay here and work.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that tasty cake money is different.
Yeah. Hey, Dad.
Well, when you're making like 27 or 28% commission.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little.
Bonjour.
Yeah, I just don't. 2 weeks, man. You need 2 weeks to fly out of the country. You need at least 10 days to fly out of the country. But man, the way things are going now, I don't trust anything. But my family don't. I don't allow them to suffer. I let them, go ahead and do them.
You want to adopt some big guy?
Yeah, he'll even jump in and run the route once in a while for you.
Yeah.
I know. I need to take one. You give me 3 days, I'm good, man. You give me a Friday night, Saturday night, and the Sunday to recover, and I'm good, man. I don't need that much time. I was like, I'm so busy worrying about this route, man. Trying to, when you build something, it's like, oh, what are they doing? I mean, like, I got my customers so spoiled. It's like, yeah, but you got to understand this. It's your life, but you got to have a life too. I get it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
No, it's a big deal. Like I always say, you gotta have some U time.
Yeah, you're right.
This stuff will burn you out, drive you crazy, and you need a break. Your body consistently doing the same thing over and over, up, down, bend, twist, this, that.
Oh yeah.
You gotta let that shit come back together sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Gotta stop. But I don't, I'm sorry, we're all not like you and another guy we know that's not on has those banker hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Last to the depot.
Yeah. And I don't even come back to the depot, so I drive. That's probably why I still got my catalytic converters now. I don't even drive. all the other guys got theirs stolen. But I still have mine. My bridge truck is parked right in front of my house. So,
hold on a second. I got a question here.
Right, you can buy my 2 routes.
With that kind of money, you could buy one of each.
Yeah,
buy one of each.
I got 2 for sale right now.
Where are they located? I wonder.
Yeah. Safar, where are you located at, real quick, if you don't mind sharing that with us?
Connecticut.
Uh-oh.
Hartford.
Orange in the building.
Yo,
yeah, turn your phone the other way to make it bigger, if you can.
Now he's climbing walls.
There you go. I was gonna say I should have left well enough alone.
Yeah, man.
What's going on, man?
All right, so yeah, that's my brother. That's Dre. That's a man in the top. That's Big Kev. You know Kev, and that's Ricky.
What up?
Peace. What's happening?
How you doing?
All right now.
All right, so yeah, okay, this is real interesting. So we just had this while you was jumping on.
What thing on?
Zafar, quick question. Got a $170. asked which route is better. I
Oh
said,
wow.
with that money, get one of each,
Yeah.
keep it moving, but just being funny. So he's located in Canada.
Oh yeah. He might.
Dang.
Yeah. He needs to bimbo. I'll say bimbo. I'll go with bimbo there.
Up
But
that way, right?
yeah, I wouldn't do flowers because flowers is not even. I don't think flowers is even in Canada. I
Yeah,
don't know
but
if
I
it's
heard the
really
bimbo routes up there are like miles and miles apart.
Right, but
wow.
they're chunky though, because we had a
Yeah.
guy on early. If I don't know if you was
Yeah,
on, Kev, the guy we had that was on before.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the routes are chunky up there though.
yeah.
They are spread out though.
You want, well, I mean, the first question becomes, is it anything that's available in your area, right?
Your mic, Ricky. We can't
Even
hear you.
even if you
Routes are chunky up there though. They are spread out though. Oh my god,
first question becomes, who's
Rick,
this? You
that's
good?
you. No, you're. We're getting feedback.
How about now?
Wait a minute.
You good?
Somebody got no. What's happening is somebody got us on somewhere else. You got to mute whatever other platform it's on because I'm hearing it in the background.
They need to get out of YouTube. If they started with YouTube, get out of YouTube and stay in the StreamYard. That'll work that way. They got to get out of YouTube.
Yeah, that was the feedback. We good now?
Yeah, we good?
Yeah, I don't hear the feedback, right?
All right. So
Nobody
like
hears feedback?
No, I'm good. Yeah, I don't hear anything.
All right. Oh, okay. So hold
I
on a
like the
second.
look.
Hold on. Let me give you what he just sent this. He owns 3 routes in Vancouver, British Columbia. Reason to buy with the partnership is to make a passive income operated by a driver. Yeah, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all.
So they already own 3.
Yeah. So most of us up here are associated with BMO, except for Clinton, so he could speak to the other routes.
Boo.
Who said that? Kevin.
Yeah.
Kev's a hater.
Hey, you need haters. You need haters.
So
Where would we be without hate, right?
That's right. I want to go to Italy too.
in all seriousness, though, what I like to do, or what something would be beneficial, is not to invest in everything into one particular um, business. And what I mean by that is, if you own, let's say, a bimbo route, and there's a let's say a chip route in that same area that comes up for sale, well, now you're not competing against yourself at all. Now you can have chips and you can have bread on your truck, so you're more diverse. So come Super Bowl time, come all these other holidays where chips really takes off, you're getting a piece of that pie, and vice versa. So that's if I had that kind of money, I would try to um, buy something different in those same routes that are already bought.
He
That way,
already,
everything just keeps together. So if
yeah.
something goes wrong, one guy can throw it on the other truck, throw it on the other truck. That way, you don't have to rely on people so much. Make sense?
So yeah, but look. So here's what he just sent. He already down with the team,
Damn.
and his partner has 8 routes with Bimbo. So
Wow.
they're already in. So he's asking us questions. I don't know if this is a facetious question or
Yeah,
just
that's
you
right.
already know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So and again, I don't like to sound biased. I'm neutral all the way around. I don't get paid from any of these companies. I just been working with Bimbo,
Bimbo's the way
and
to
that's
go.
what I know. But I know people that own all the other routes and work for Khaleesi, own Pepperidge, own Flowers routes, and and I don't hear you hear. Now I'm not say good or bad, but pros and cons to each one. You know what I mean?
Well, again, keep in mind, each area, right, is led by different people.
Yep.
So again, up north, you could be having a harder time communicating or getting along with company people up north but it doesn't mean it's the same down south. You know, it's all
Exactly.
about leadership. So if you have the
Exactly.
right leadership where you are, it's a good fit.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that we got into earlier, and we'll get into it a little more. The leadership. You know what I mean? Because they not sometimes you're not being led in the right direction. And how can you lead someone if you don't know where you're going? And a lot of times with some of the stuff that we have seen going on with they're buying back the routes, they're combining this, they're putting this on the truck. You can't do this. You got to have this type of business. It's got to be this way in the contract, and it's all over the place. A good point I could say is, like I said, someone was supposed to be in a situation, turns around, they're not in a situation. Oh, well, we made a mistake. You made a mistake. Just that simple with someone's life. You just made a mistake. On that end, it's not a big deal, but it's life altering for the person on the other end. Am I making y'all understand what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
to
yeah,
them,
yeah, yeah.
because my bad. It's just
Oh
that
yeah,
simple. You know what I mean? But
oh
when
yeah.
we got to make a life
Part of the reason
changing
why
things
part of
happen,
the reason why I'm selling. It's part of the
yeah.
reason why I'm selling my route.
And
You
that's
know what
where
I
I was
mean?
gonna let you. I was gonna let you pick up from here.
Yeah. I wanted to know, Dre. I wanted to know, Dre, what
So
was the
go
reason?
ahead.
But
So it wasn't 7 years. I'm 10 years in now, and obviously when I started, I had the
Hold up. Hold
eyes.
up.
I'm
Hold
gonna
up.
retire doing.
You was freezing a little bit. You wherever you was at originally, you got to probably get right where you was because you froze.
Yeah, like I said, I'm 10 years in, and when I started, I had the wide eyes, and I'm gonna retire doing this, and this is the asset, the career, and all of that. But after 10 years and seeing the ins and outs and the workings of it, technically I'd be better off just jumping routes and not having the overhead and the headache and making the same amount of money and not being responsible for everything that comes along with it, in my opinion. It's really not worth my sanity at this point.
if you don't
I
mind
can't
me
say it no
asking,
plainer. Like,
if you don't mind me asking, what were you business wise? How much, what was you grossing weekly at the route that you're selling
so
now?
in any given week, I was making anywhere from say 900 to 1400 a week.
No, I mean
So
not dollar amount. I mean sales.
Sales
What were
on the
your
route.
sales on the route?
varies. It really varies because I was doing a couple of stores for proceeds. All of the stores weren't mine, and I don't want to tell you some numbers that aren't accurate. You
I got
understand
you.
what I'm saying?
I got you.
But at the end of the day, once the fees increased for scam based trading and things of that nature, and it was assumed what one's losses would be at the end of a quarter, it really turned into a thing where I stopped getting a paycheck. So,
Oh yeah. So you went okay. You okay? Were you like when you come in at the tail end of buying routes, all the routes that they have is sold already, and you came in toward kind of towards like the last available route or something, or like something that you
so
kind of
not technically. Again, I've been in. This is my 10th year,
okay.
so I didn't come in under whatever the quote unquote new contract is. I came in 10 years ago, where it was
Yeah,
still where the numbers look like what the numbers look like. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
Wow. You know,
So at this point, for me, trying to sell for 90,000, and that's a few thousand more than what I bought in for.
yeah, that's true.
I will basically, I'm trying to break even and
That's
get
true.
out like that.
That's true. That's true. And your note, y'all do 10-year notes. I know they got like we do 10-year notes with flowers here in the South. Typically 10. I know some guys that did 6-year notes. Um, 6 or 10 is typically
Nope,
where we at.
mine initially was also 10.
Okay, okay.
Mine
Well,
initially was also 10.
hey, at least you ain't losing. I know some guys
I
that
mean, Yeah, it's depending on the sale. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm trying not.
That's a
I'm
matter of
trying not to
perspective.
lose. They
Okay.
got it designed so that I can lose, but I'm trying not to. You know what I
So
mean?
your buyer, if you're buying, if you wanted to, I know you gotta. We got to come up with a performer for whatever we selling around for, whatever it's doing, and our buyer. Our flowers won't allow us to add anything more than 10 to 1. That's all. 30. Yeah, I heard 13s. I mean, I even heard 20. Like I was talking to, what was it? The other guy, what's his name? Jerome.
Brandon.
Brandon was telling me that what I was listening to. He did. You can sell it for whatever you want. Flowers won't allow that. So flowers, if I want to sell you my route, I have to sell. I didn't keep it at 10 to 1, right? But on the back end, if you really want it, I can throw an extra. I need an extra 20 or extra 30 that you will cut me aside from what you're going to go into debt back with flowers. I don't know if that works like that with you guys or not.
Right.
Yeah,
They do it. They
technically.
do it like that on the back end and on the side. All that stuff happens.
Okay.
It's all yeah. It all happens.
Yeah,
Okay.
they
Yeah,
just say
but
they're only going to finance what they deem fair
Yeah.
market value in their eyes.
Y'all doing
Right.
13 though.
exactly.
Y'all
I
had
could tell
Well,
a
no,
guy I want 300,000 for it, but that don't mean that
yeah.
that's what they're gonna finance and all of that. And I mean, the price that I want is I'm probably taking a little less than I probably could get. Obviously, I know I increased the value of it in the year since I had it, but I'm trying to get out and not lose nothing as opposed to get out and make a whole bunch. You understand what I'm saying?
I
so
got
it's
you.
time
I got you.
sensitive.
You know,
I got
3 months or so.
Time sensitive.
Three months or so. I'm trying to fit it in this
Yeah.
window. It'd be
So
nice
how
if it's somebody that owns roots and knows the process. You know what I mean? But
so how are you sell? Are you
again,
selling it through a broker or are you selling it through the warehouse or how are you doing
I'm selling it through the warehouse. If the
that?
sale's gonna go down,
Okay.
I'm gonna send
You
it
might
through
even
there,
add
and
and
yeah,
see what. Yeah.
and
I
that's what
tried.
we're gonna do.
I've actually in 2016 I had my route for sale, and I went through MrRoute.com. Buddy,
So
buddy, buddy.
listen. So
So I
and
was
I'm
gonna jump
glad you
out of
said that
yeah.
because you were you on. Did you watch the vid? We talked about brokers. We are not broker friendly here
No, man, no,
because the guy was
no.
on a couple weeks ago and
Mhm.
he was like, "Well, the guy said to give him 3,000 and he's gonna do that." Whoa, 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 hold on.
Yeah, whoa,
He's gonna
whoa,
do
whoa.
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
Saint the NBA. I don't need an agent. You're not getting
yeah.
3%. That,
Drew
But
Drew
you know what?
Rosenhaus.
that ain't what we doing, you
But you know what he did
know?
do though? He got me
Yeah,
two buyers
yeah,
from
nah,
all
that's not
across.
what we're doing. For what this business is, anybody that's interested in buying a route, they're gonna know it'll be a straightforward thing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
the area is the area: Naugatuck, Waterbury, Prospect, and Middlebury. It's like 15 stops, and again, if you know what the business is, you know what it is. Anything
yeah,
other
yeah.
than that, we could talk about it. You know what I mean? But at 90, that's fair. I paid 87. There's transparency like that. And again, the numbers are the numbers. Once they work them up and anybody's ready to look at the
Yeah, but
numbers,
what about current guys that are around that area? You know, if you just pieced out the whole thing instead of selling it as a whole,
I mean,
you're going to get the money either way, and you might even. Well, I'm trying to think. If you
no,
sell,
knowing what I know of these guys in the area, everybody's sort of fixated on what they got going on now. A couple guys are overwhelmed and worried about selling off some of their stops. A couple stops are getting done for proceeds. So I say all that to say, for me at this point, the better thing would be an all at once sale. But again, if it came down to it and the window starts to close a little more, any option is an option at that point. And again, everybody in the area that knows me knows what it is, and I'm a phone call away and a text away and everything like that. So it's out there like it should be. The thing was coming up here and putting it out there to a little broader audience and having a couple more ears here exactly what it is. And again, I'm not disillusioned with the business. It is what it is. But just for me, it's time to get out at this point. It sustained what it needed to for these 10 years, but it's time to
Right.
move on to something different with less of the headache of the ownership at this point in life.
No, listen, and I appreciate you coming up. And I've been trying to get you up here for a year or so, and you coming up now. But and this is a good reason. So real quick, just so for anyone that's listening, they're watching on Instagram, watching on YouTube, or they'll watch this on the replay. I'll give them a little quick breakdown. So you want 90,000, and you said 9 to 1,400. Let's just say it's doing the 1,400, and that's 52 weeks. That'll be 72,000, around 72.8 a year, right? Of course, there's fees, there's stuff you got to pay, but that's looking at around 70,000. And if you got to put down the 7%, that would be around 6,300, something like that. So even if it was doing 12 instead of the 14, you're still going to make 62,400. That's what it would be on a on a roundabout. And again, this ain't concrete. These are just some of the numbers off of 52 weeks with 1,400 or 1,200, and that's just going from the top to somewhere in the middle, or it could be the 9, and that varies. And we all know, because we deliver bread, the numbers are not. Because there was a guy I had on last week, again, the one that said he had the broker, and he was saying, I want to buy a route. I want some extra income. I'm going to have somebody work it. I heard I could make 2,500 a week. I'm going to give him, he said, I'm going to give him the 15 and I'm going to take the 1,000. I said, it doesn't work like that. He thinks every week he's getting a check.
Yeah,
and, and this is where we need clarity. And again, me and Ricky and Kev were on earlier, and we were talking like when they sign you up, they say, hey, you got a clean background, you got the money, sign here, here, and here. It's your bread route. What they don't tell you is everything else. And that's up to you to do the research, to do the homework, to talk to Clinton, to talk to Ricky, to talk to Kev, to talk to you, to talk to me, talk to other people you know, and get those pieces. Now, the information's there, because once you get that breach, once you have that conflict, they're going to say, oh, no, no, no. It's right here. You didn't see that in the contract? It's right here.
You get the
Right?
little things like a year in when the engine goes in the truck and you got to buy a new truck. You didn't expect that. And then 3 or 4 more years in when the engine goes in that used truck and you really got to buy a new truck. You ain't really expect that. You know what I'm saying? The bob and weave is ill, but at the end of the day, the experience is what it is.
Yep.
For me, again, it's just time to cut bait and move on to do something different. That's all. I'm not, down in the business for anybody. It's definitely a good stepping stone to something bigger, but it's time to step on to try to get something bigger. That's all.
I feel you. I appreciate you jumping on. Hold on. Flint Marco. I hear there's a lot of trouble right now with Flowers and Wawa's with Tasty Cake. I hear they're demanding 5-day service, even though it's not needed in most markets located in Virginia. What you
I
say to
buy,
that, Mr. Tasty Cakes?
I buy, I probably buy $1,000 worth of tasty cake, $500 worth of tasty cake a week. I don't. Yeah, tasty cake is. I don't sell it like that. Not in my market at all.
But
So it's,
he's wherever he's talking about. He's in Virginia, so I'm asking you because it's a southern thing. So I was asking if you had the same.
yeah, Wawa's. I never heard of Wawa's, but he's saying
Oh
that
yeah,
there's a lot of trouble right now with Flowers and Wawa's and tasty. I hear demanding. They're demanding. What is Wawa's?
it's a
Wawa's is that like
supermarket. That's a
okay.
supermarket chain, like a
Well, just
Publix, like
yeah,
our
just think of
Stop
it
and
as like
Shop.
just think of going like Cumberland Farms, right? You go to a Cumberland Farms now they want 5-day service. We only got to be there once a week.
It's a bigger
Yeah.
7-Eleven. Like they have the gas stations and like they have all the
Well, I
food
mean,
in there.
it's
Yes.
it's the customer, so it's like, okay, what do you do? Like service meaning me walking in there or me actually technically selling you something?
No, no,
Because I
no,
gotta
sir. Meaning just packing them
walking
out,
in there.
go pulling it forward, putting up,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
checking on it. Yeah, they
But
want to see you in the store. That's what he's saying.
sometimes flowers actually want to see a service. Like they want to see a ticket ran 5 days a week.
Yeah, that's
So you
wild.
could sell them one item, make a ticket, they've been serviced. Done.
Yeah.
And they feel good with that.
See, and that's the thing. So I don't like with that when he was saying 5 day service. What does he mean? Does he
Deliver it in
mean
5.
delivering 5 days, selling them something, or just being in there? I can
With
sell them junk
us,
for.
I'm sorry. With us, I think I've always interpreted service meaning just show up in the store, whether you're delivering or packing out or pulling
Oh,
forward. You're in the store. That's what I think service is when they say it to me. Am I
yeah.
wrong?
Well, I mean, it depends. Like flowers actually wants Walmart Walmart. They want us to service Walmart, sell them at least product 5 days a week. Now I service Walmart and Sam's Club 7 days a week, but they want Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturdays when I get my delivery. So those Wednesdays and Sundays, they servicing them physically, but running
Right.
a ticket Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
And again, I think I'm in the same boat as you because I have the Walmart and I do the private label.
Me
It's the
too.
same
Me too.
situation. It's the
Yeah.
same situation because I see the flowers guy every day as well, even if we're not
Well,
packing out.
Clint, let me ask
Bro,
you this,
appreciate
right?
you.
Yes, sir.
Let,
Yes, sir.
let me ask you this real
Hold on,
quick,
what's
right?
up, Rick? Hold that thought. Let me just put that because Alex had this. Someone had put this up. Flowers lowering the state cap from 10%, stale cap from 10 to 7. Where I'm at, I heard from a flowers guy near DC. They're going from 15 to 9. What's your stale cap as
I'm
far
at
as
10%.
you
10%.
guys are at 10? So the
Yeah.
same area,
But if I go over 10%, I'm paying. So we
right?
got to always fresh program also. It's always fresh program to where I have to stay underneath 10% or right at 10%. Like right now today, I am actually at 9.7.
Hey, Kevin, what's your still percentage?
We're breaking up.
Ain't nothing breaking up. That was very clear.
Right now, I'm at
Yeah,
8. I'm at a
yeah.
92% freshness. So
Yeah,
Yeah, see that? Yeah, yeah.
he's all
I don't.
green like somebody else. I'm not saying no names.
what's
So
yours
Rick,
at, Richard?
Mine, I think I'm at 88% freshness and like 70 something.
Damn.
I
Ask
can
me if
actually.
I care though.
You should care, Richard. It's your business.
No,
I mean,
my customers are happy, and things like there's certain things I can't control, so I don't stress about it. Other things I can control, I stress about it.
Rick, I'm sorry I had cut you off. Do you remember what you were gonna say?
yeah, Rick. Yeah, you were going to tell me something.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know it's
So
about
when
flowers.
we have issues with um our company demanding more service for accounts, right?
Yeah.
Um, I'm able to go into the account and go to a manager and have a conversation with him or her and asking what is that they would like, right? And is it the fact that I'm running out of product? Is it, what's the issue at hand? And if it's the fact that he feels I'm running too light, then I can just increase my orders on the days I do go there and it resolves the issue, right? So I can
Okay.
cut out the middleman right away just by going to management. Now, the question, as far as flowers, right? If you go to your managers and they're good with what you two work out, does that alleviate them from the equation, or do you still have to
Well,
abide by what they say?
I have some of my customers. Um, they will actually tell my ASD, "Did you talk to Clint? You want something in the store? Did you talk to Clint?" Oh well, we'll talk to Clint, and then we'll see if Clint accepts it. I mean, cause I mean, we pay at the end of the week, 15,000, 20,000, 30,000 dollars. We pay for all this product. At least flowers, we do. I'm responsible, and you guys are charging me back if I go over 10%. But then you think you're gonna put something out on my route? No, I'm not. No, that's not happening. No, we're not doing that. I am not doing that at all.
Well,
That
no.
actually
Well, I mean, the
costs more
question
money.
becomes: you can hash it out with a conversation with the customer, right? So if you're having issues with bringing back items, right? You can see which items are selling, which items aren't selling. So you can
Yeah,
replace items that aren't selling with items that are selling to increase your sales, right? That way, you're still giving that customer more product and having being more profitable for yourself, right? So basically, what I was the whole premise of what I was saying is by you having these close relationships with your customers,
yeah,
right? That kind of cuts out the company altogether. So if the company
exactly.
comes at you and says, "Hey, we want this, 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 this," you could
Oh
say,
no,
"I already talked to my customers and they're good with what I'm doing."
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's
So
what I do. So
yeah,
when my MSL or whoever goes to my store and says, "Hey, you need to do this, this, this," I'm like, "No, I talked to
no,
the store manager and we're
exactly,
good,"
exactly.
and they
Yeah,
can't do nothing.
exactly, exactly. I
So
mean,
that's what
because
I'm saying. There's
okay,
ways around certain situations where when somebody's trying to force your hand, right? Like he's saying, like, are you having issues in these accounts, right? Well, that person could go to those managers in those accounts and work stuff out between them two and cut out the company altogether and make it
yeah.
work for them two versus the company demanding. Does it make sense?
Well, yeah, 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 it does.
That
But
would be my
yeah,
answer. That would be my answer to his question. Basically,
Oh,
go to your go to your customers and have that relationship with them. Hash it out with them. That way, company can't say we want this, this, this
but
because there's
also
no
too,
complaints from the customer because you have that close relationship with the customer and you abiding by what the customer wants.
true. But also, I always still like to keep a good relationship with who I'm buying product from. I like to have an understanding because I believe if we don't have an understanding on why I'm not accepting what you would think, I'll go over the numbers, be like, hey, well, if I order this, let's see how much of this that I'm selling. I'm not. You want me to order um 20 trays of Dave's Killer, and I'm only selling two. But you want this for an end cap because it's on the monthly planogram or whatever they might have. But
Yeah,
hey, you have to understand this. Who's paying for all this bread? Because the only way this bread comes into this warehouse is if I have to order it. See, our guys, our ASDs, they're not allowed to sell us anything without our permission.
right.
So I mean, like, I didn't buy it. I'll leave it at the warehouse. I'll cut it off. If it doesn't make sense, because sense makes dollars, man. If it's not adding up the dollar, I mean, I'll be working for free. I mean, my guy who I had working for me, I have to pay him labor, so he'll put the stuff up and stuff it and still get paid. I'm paying him, but then I'm paying for it again because I'm taking it back down and I'm getting killed with stale.
oh, hold
That's
that
simple.
thought because this was the question: what is stale cat?
Mhm. And I guess I don't know what you guys do. You guys have a? I heard you
No,
guys
we
don't even have
don't.
a still.
We don't have a
Wow.
cap.
Okay. Yeah.
We bring back stacks, right, Kev?
No,
We go big and then we go home.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a 10% stale cap.
No, could you break it down for the guy, Marco, just how that works a little bit? Like, what's the cap? Like, basically, I know what it
By
means.
the
Just
end of by the end of the week, say for instance, if I do $5,000 in sales, I need to have I need to be below 500 and
You
stay
got to
at that.
bring back less than 10% returns.
Yeah, in order to
Stuff
stay
returned has to be less than
10%.
10%.
Yeah,
right.
and
I
this
just
is my
wanted,
gross, not
yeah,
my net. Because I can do my net by price allowances and cutting all that stuff down. But I'm glad they don't do it. They go off the gross. So if I
so
gross 5,000, I need to stay
yeah,
underneath.
I just wanted for him to know basically the cap means the amount of stale we're allowed to bring back, and not our
Yeah,
company, but Flowers has that. I
Well,
know.
stale is being returned product that's out of code that needs to be brought back that
Right.
hasn't made it to a carriage
But the
for
and
somebody's
we
cap
house.
is
and
the
we
amount,
finally.
that you're allowed to bring back before you're penalized or breached, or
And we
or they don't accept it and you got to eat it.
in the
Right.
last past 3 years, we finally went to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
For a long time, I've been doing this for 17 years, and for the 3 years ago, we just went to 2 week bread. Our codes was 2 weeks. It was always. I remember when I started, it was 4 days. I had 4 days to sell what I ordered. If I ordered it Monday, I had to pick it up Thursday, and then it went to a week. Now it's 2 weeks.
We
I
had
heard you guys.
colors.
Yeah, we had the
We
big
had
man.
color tags.
Ours was bingo.
Yellow, green, red, white, blue.
Yellow, green,
Yeah,
red, white, blue, baby.
yeah. I remember
Nuts.
those days.
Hold
Yeah.
on a second. My boy Carolina. What's going on, Carolina? Why would it be that hard to pop an order of tasty cake in Wawa 5 days a week? If that's what they want, you got to do it.
Damn
Doesn't
right.
sound like that big of a deal to me.
Yeah.
And everybody's different, and it's not that it's a big deal or not a big deal. Everyone's view is different on that stuff, so I get it. You know,
Well,
I understand.
it all comes down to one thing, right? Every store, every location sells different items, right? So as somebody who services these accounts, you have to account how much it costs to get that product there. You got to account for your time, and at the end of the day, if you're driving 15 miles to put in $40 worth of cake, where you're going to make 15% of that
I
money,
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
you're not. There's not enough
God.
profit to
Yes,
warrant
Lord.
going there,
And
and
Oh,
that's
that
where the
is
frustration comes.
that's why I cut out my gas stations and little stores. I'm
Yeah,
not
man.
doing that. I'm not
Yeah.
trading
Because it's
bread
just
with
not
anyone.
profitable. It's
I'm not trading. I was trading bread, $100 worth of bread. We're doing
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
and there's no
Listen.
money putting in my pocket. I'm just in there doing
Yeah.
this.
how much
once a
it costs for how much it costs for fuel in a truck.
Too much to keep doing that with the guys. So
And
that's
did
why
you
I
know?
stopped doing those.
Yeah. So and on top of that, I just got notice that my insurance is going up again.
Everyone's is.
All commercial vehicles. I mean, you're talking like $600-700 going up.
Yeah. Ours dropped us. All of us, all the flowers guys got dropped. But we got picked back up, but we all got dropped.
OG Tasty Cake corporate guys coming down in VA and hounding flowers, IOs to force cake that does not sell in Wawa's 5 days a week when they only need
But I mean, I don't get that. Some people have.
and some people have 10 Wawas. Look, look at what he said. My
I've
God.
never heard of a Wawa.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems a bit nuts. He said that's Dollar General level shit.
Well, you know what? Here, okay. so all these guys need to make a Wawa route and then make it profitable. Put all that Wawa on one truck. Done.
But you know what they're saying, like you said it best, Ricky. That's just like the Cumberland farms that we have, which are everywhere. That's what Wawa is. Because I'm in Virginia a lot because I got family there. So throughout the year, I'm there a lot. So it is definitely that. And
So have them all get together and make a Wawa route. Well, think about it. If you're just doing cake and you make 27% or whatever the percentage is, and that's all you have to do.
First $40 in store.
And it's still, and it got a long code on it, so you got a good
hold on.
month.
See, Flint Marco said the same thing that Joel Carton. Hey, Joel, thanks for your input. So basically what they're saying is the corporate guys are getting on the road, finding these dudes and getting at them on the route to push this stuff. That's a different level, man.
Get ready.
That's a numbers thing. They're trying to get their numbers up. They're trying to get their numbers up.
Money. They want that bonus money.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
How do you feel about stuff like that, Clinton? If they were getting at you like that?
I'm not that guy. I'm not that kind of guy to do that. Like I said, man, I've been doing this a very long time. I've like I said, I'm dedicated to it, and I just you can't. That makes no sense. You telling me to sell something that does not sell, but pay for it, and then pay for it again. That's business for dummies, right? That's crazy. Like
working backwards.
Selling. It's not selling. Why? So why?
Right.
And then pay for it. Oh, if you don't sell it, you're gonna pay for it again. So I'll buy it, sell it, labor, then pick it up. Pay. No.
No.
You're not doing that. No. Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, no.
That's a hard no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys jumping on, man, taking some time out of your night.
Yes, sir.
We've been about 54 minutes, man. Again, thank you so much. Thanks to my little brother for jumping on, giving us his route information. I appreciate the opportunity to chop it up with you guys, because especially, you guys 17 years, Ricky 20 something years, Kev, I think we started around the same time.
1 year now.
We're not talking about your new contract and then your new contract, but Kev's like 3 or 4 routes in now, moving around. He's going on another one. So, and again, you've done ice cream and milk and everything else. So you've been out there on the road. So like I said, man, just so everybody understands, it's just a space for vendors, independent operators, anybody in the bread business, or if you're doing cakes like we just seem to have been talking about for the last 20 minutes, this is a spot for you. It doesn't cost anything to listen, and it doesn't cost anything to share. So if you pay attention, we'll pay attention to you. Thanks for the questions. Thanks for the statements. Thanks for being involved. Real Bread Life everywhere. Facebook, it's Real Bread Life with 2 E's. Instagram, YouTube, you're watching us right now. It's Real Bread Life. TikTok is Breadville. Kev, Ricky, Clinton, thank you so much. That's all I got for now. Stay blessed. Keep stacking.
Later.
I'm out. I'm going to end this right here. I'm going to